afternoon. My name's Tom. Too hot for coffee today. Get yourself a glass of lemonade. I come to you from Northern Maine, the Rustic log cabin. We're in here on the new cabin build. I got the flatbed all finished and ready to go in here. I got really lucky on the flatbed utility trailer for behind the six-wheeler. I needed one tire was flat, if you remember watching my videos back last fall when I was gathering firewood. And that tire had been flat since I bought the utility trailer. I bought it at least 5 or 6 years ago for $85, sitting beside the road for sale. But the flat tire never bothered for getting out firewood. But by dragging in the lumber and everything that's got to come in here, I figured it was time to put on a decent tire. So I took the flat off and took it to the tire shop. And I told them what I've been doing. I've been dragging firewood out on it for years on a flat tire. So it was pretty weather cracked. So I told them, I said, if you got a used one, put a used one on. And if not, maybe you could put a tube in it. Well, they called the next day and they said that the tire was too far gone for a tube. And they didn't have any used ones in that size. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. But he said, I've got some old snow tires upstairs. They're brand new. They just have been here so long that I can't sell them to be able to put them on a vehicle. So I said, well, how much you want for those? He said, I'll take $25 a piece for them. So I got some of the best utility tread tires on a utility trailer that you can get for 25 bucks, I guess. I'll take a video, show you. But my problem is they're probably too good. You know, always afraid somebody stumble across your gear and yank the tires off it. Luckily it's an odd size, so maybe they'll leave it alone. I've never had that happen, but you never know. So the flatbed is ready for hauling lumber. I'm still waiting on the lumber. One of the things that I really enjoy about this lot that I'm setting on, this piece of property, if you're new to the channel, I just picked this up this spring in trade for a boat. So you can go back and look at bartered for a piece of property. I think it was episode 3. Number 3, you'll see I'm labeling these things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyways, it is so quiet in here. I've got this bench that I've set up next to the campfire. And you just sit here and you listen. And the only thing that you can hear is the breeze. The breeze that you can see blowing in the trees around me. Every once in a while you'll hear a bird, squirrel. In the spring there was a lot of woodpeckers, but I haven't heard them. The other thing you don't hear a lot here is the crows. Up at my rustic log cabin, we hear crows a lot. And same thing with where I live. Where I live is crows every day. Every single day is crows. And out here they're sporadic. So that's kind of different. But quiet. Peaceful. Especially with all the crap that's going on around us. I have been purposely not watching the news, not watching any of that, just because I don't need it. It's not going to affect my life a whole lot. We have made plans and preparations and diversified my hunts. The freezers are full. This year I'm losing some time to fishing because of this cabin build, but I made up for it last summer. I really stocked away a lot of fish between the freezer and canning jars, stuff like that. And I've got the eel pots. We've got those in, so I check those once a week. So far I've been doing really good. So still getting those, just don't have the time in the boat as far as dragging a fish pole. But by the end of this summer, I'll have a new outpost. I'll have a new place, and I'm just sitting here daydreaming about the wildlife and stuff like that that's in this area. You can't go anywhere without finding wildlife. All I'm doing is driving back and forth to the truck right now, picking up supplies, materials, tools. I'm trucking some tools in here, just getting geared up. I have to make a shelter so we can stay in here while the build is going on. So I'm bringing in shovels and rakes and stuff like that. the fire pit was first on the list because we're going to need to cook meals. So I wanted to have a good safe fire pit in here. I'm not one that likes to eat out of a can or sandwiches, stuff like that. I like throwing pork and chicken and deer steak and stuff like that on the open pit fire. Fish. I'll bring fish out here and throw those on the fire. Eggs and toast and all that in the morning. So that's why we got to get this fire pit in. That's why it was number one. And besides that, I've been waiting on the lumberyard to get my materials cut. So outside of that, that's what we've been doing in here. Go ahead, have some lemonade with me. This thing's getting empty. I'm about ready to move on to the bigger jug. It'll be some nice when that shelter is built. When the leaves are gone, you can see in so many directions down here that hunting season, hunting out of this place, I believe, is going to be a pretty interesting thing. So you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. And if you like this kind of stuff and you want to follow the series here on the new piece of property, subscribe to the channel, throw me a bone, hit the like button, and let YouTube know that you want to see my stuff. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.